Today is the 9th day of May 2023. We're so delighted to be here this morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. On the show every day, we have a full package of press review and, of course, discussion segment where we bring up issues of interest to you and, of course, so many other things on the show. My name is Nonye Nwokoye, welcoming you. Let's begin with the press review. Welcome to the press review. On the press review this morning, we've been joined by two gentlemen, Honorable Moses Ogbon, a public affairs analyst. Welcome to the studio.
Good morning, Anambarians. Thank you for staying with us.
I also have Izuchukwu Ejikeme. It's good to have you here.
Thank you. Good morning, Danambra. Thank you.
All right, we start with looking at stories making their headlines on ABS website. More stakeholders respond to Soludo's Adopt a School initiative. Anambra State government debunks media article alleging plans to close Anambra State Printing Corporation, publishers of National Light newspaper. And of course, 2023 Rotary International District 9142 conference holds in Oka. All right, quickly, let me begin with you, my Izichukwu. Let's start from you. Soludo is advocating for individuals, world individuals at that, to adopt a school of their choice to help to build the educational system in Anambra State.
Okay, at first, I wish to commend the government for its giant strength, and wish also to commend the Ministry of Education. Indeed, Madam Commissioner is doing a very great job. Professor Ngozi Chumude, at least I've been seeing many articles, even in his scheduled and unscheduled visits to some individuals and schools. So it's indeed a great height.
All right. A step in the right direction. Oh boy, anyone we want to look at?
Education is the bedrock of any society. The value we place on the education of our young ones determines how bright the future will be. At least it's evident. Thank God for the kind of governance he has given us here in Anambra State. Over time, you can see the product of the investment in the educational sector in Anambra State. You can see the just released the JAMB results. You can see I am proud to state the fact that Anambra, we are talking about the fall in the economic activities and all what have you. So thank God for that debunk. It shows
coming
that,
out to clarify the issues.
Yes. Because imagine the number of persons that will be thrown to the streets as if that industry is closed. You see, so coming out to debunk it is a good one, and then we expect the government to equally look inwards into that sector and see how to make it more viable.
All right, the first paper for review this morning, the Daily Sun newspaper. Let's see stories making their headlines in front of the Daily Sun. The banner headlines in front of the paper says opposition parties group kick as APC zones NAS positions, with read as they reject zoning of Senate President to South-South, Akpabio's adoption, Northwest to produce Deputy Senate President, Speaker, Southeast Deputy Speaker. And we also have Presidential Tribunal begins sitting, warns parties against delayed factist technicalities. adjourns Obi APP's petition to May 10. Atiku PDP seek live broadcast of court proceedings. Protesters ask tribunal to stop president-elect inauguration. Senate Presidency, Kalu writes APC National Working Committee, senators-elect. Anxiety in Oshuna, Supreme Court delivers judgment today. Court voids Obaseki's suspension of trade unions' activities in Edo tertiary institutions. ECOWAS applauds Buhari's efforts on regional integration security. Bandits attack church, abduct 40 worshippers in Kaduna. And fire incident will not affect our operations. That's coming from the EFCC. We can see the pictures in front of the paper where I think Peter Obi, Michael Zuckerman, they were in court yesterday. Remembrance Day, IPOB declares sit at home May 30, and so many other stories. And let's look at the warnings coming from individuals or parties or even people protesting that they should not swear in the president-elect because the case is still in court. So many people, or so many, let's see, that's common Nigerians. I think that they are the people actually championing this. But the card, the inaugural card is out. That means, right. Yes, that means it's sacrosanct. They are going to, the inauguration is going to take, they actually know that it's going to take place on the 29th of May. What do we have to say?
Nigeria is a land of generals without war. When I saw the invitation card, I was like, so we have no future, we have no hope in this country. Many people are writing, even the international community, the observers are writing. Even one of our group advised Mr. President the other day to boycott the swearing-in ceremony. Even the chief judge to boycott the swearing-in ceremony. But this is APC, Association of Past Criminals. The inauguration we hold. But we're not depending on judiciary. And I believe that their verdict will favor Nigerians.
Do we really think that the judgment will come before the 29th of May?
No, we don't think so. No.
You know, do we really think it's going to happen?
No.
The problem we have in this part of the world, especially, let me add, the judicial system, the delay in our system. You see, over time, we have come to witness that justice delayed is as good as denied.
They did nothing yesterday.
It's as good as denied. So everybody is looking up to the judiciary. The peace we have in Nigeria today shows that Nigerians still have hope in the judiciary. The level of peace you see, people going about their lawful businesses as if nothing has happened, is because we are looking up to the judiciary. Without trying to usurp the authority of the courts and all of that, when you look at the scenario, obviously over time, that has been the practice. Every May 29, someone must be sworn in. And then here, as per what APC is doing with regards to the so-called president-elect, you see, you won't blame them for any reason. Because they, being a party, equally are doing everything humanly possible to see that what they started is accomplished. But on the other way, when a close look at the Constitution tells us that that inauguration must not hold. It must not. Section 135, sub A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria clearly defines that the sitting president remains the president until a successor emerges. So no vacuum will be created if that inauguration does not hold. No vacuum of any sort will be created.
And you know, there's this saying that when a case is in court, you know, that you don't go ahead to do other things. There's the way it is
restriction.
In the Constitution.
Yeah, we are looking at what will play out tomorrow. We are looking at what will play out within today, tomorrow, as per preliminary objections and what have you. We expect to see what the panel will do with respect to the presidential tribunal. We need to see what they will do, because ordinarily Nigerians expect at this time that it is not tried law to swear in someone whose matter is still in court, because over time in Nigeria we have seen that the court is the final arbiter that determines who wins election in this country, not INEC.
But it was the same hope during the, the campaigning period prior to the election. All Nigerians were hopeful that the right thing will be done. And at the end of the day, we are seeing what we are seeing today. So what's your take on PDP actually canvassing for the court judgment or the everything in court to be streamed live? Because the whole world is watching, and Nigerians in diaspora are also very much interested in the case at hand.
The whole world is watching. Nigeria is now at the center, and especially the panel. The panel, everybody is now watching them. And I bet you, if they fail Nigerians this time around, if they fail the world this time around, this is a live broadcast, so I will reserve my comments.
Let me add that live broadcast, is it important? Yes. But it will not in any way determine the outcome of the election. We expect the judiciary to simply do the needful. I am very happy yesterday when the panel started with that admonition that justice will be done, that nothing will be achieved via technicalities this time. Yes, nothing will be achieved. So, at least for now, we are dependent on the judiciary
right, all
to do the needful.
Crossed. Let's move on now to see stories in front of the Punch newspaper. Let's see. Tinubu Atiku Obi's legal battle commences. We tried as the PDP APM's petition pre-hearings hold today. LP Obi's case Wednesday. Tribunal wants lawyers, says those who deserve justice will get it. Osinbajo presents a discharge certificate to Transcorp Power. We have Adeleke Oyetola hopeful as Supreme Court delivers judgment today. Bandits kidnap 40 Kaduna worshippers, 9 emirs' children. FG plans rescue of Nigerian domestic workers in Iraq. Obi's visit not about reconciliation. That's coming from Shoyinka. High-duty vehicle imports crashed by 128%. National Assembly, APC picks up Babio Abbas. Do we look at that? Because there's been contentions over who becomes the Senate president. And so many of them are actually vying for this seat. What is in that seat, if I may ask?
Okay, yesterday, I read a memo from the National Publicity Secretary of APC,
okay.
Barrister Moka. The APC, they have zoned the leadership positions for National Assembly. Okay. And looking at that, Senate President, South. They did not even say, okay, go to South should give us all. They handpicked Godswill Akpabio. They moved to Northeast or where? And picked one man there. The Speaker of the House of Reps. The Deputy Speaker from Abia. Are we the cause in this country? We are with all this nonsense.
You see, let me add something there. You see, this is an internal party affair. You see, the problem is the National Assembly itself, because they shouldn't allow
the party
such external imposition of candidates and what happens in the House.
That's what I used to think, that I thought after election, they stay together and
determine exactly
who they want. And I think they have constitutions, regarding what who becomes the Senate President, Vice Senate President. And
exactly. I remember
that.
it's not by appointment. Definitely the House will vote
amongst
in that
them.
regards amongst them. So what APC have done is not wrong per se. What they have done is not wrong because most people are already complaining now. They are agitating that why not bring the Senate President to here? Why not get the reps there? APC simply wants to be in control of government if eventually they succeed. They want to be in control. And with the little knowledge I have about politics, it is high-ranking members that are placed in charge of the House, not new ones, not someone who just came in. So, and when you look at the wave, what has happened in the last political dispensation, you will see that APC lost ground in most areas. You see, so and by losing ground in most areas now, obviously, they don't have candidates. Let's assume they want Southeast to be the Senate President. Who do we have in the Southeast? That is a high-ranking member of the Senate. So the tsunami of the last election swept everything away. So obviously what they have done is simply what they could do at the material time, where they have candidates who actually emerged and the high-ranking members in those areas.
All right, quickly, let's see the new National Star newspaper. Let's see stories in front of the new National Star newspaper. Oh, sorry, we don't have that right now. Let's see Daily Independent newspaper. APC endorses Akpabio for Senate President, Abbas for Speaker. That's 10th National Assembly. With Rav Riders there, Jibrin Kalu for Deputy Senate President, Deputy Speaker. Senators-elect Kick insist on producing own leaders. May 29 handover date sacrosanct, says Defense Minister. Okay. We have presidential election petition court at Eko PDP seek live broadcast of hearing. Presidential election court dismisses AA's petition against Tinubu, warns against undue delay with frivolous motions. Buhari asked NUPRC to supervise all crude oil export terminals. Energy infrastructure, Transcorp Power gets discharge certificate from the federal government. Obaseki okays 13th month salary for Edo workers. Another batch of 129 Nigerians fleeing Sudan arrive Abuja. 134 kidnapped victims rescued in Kogi. Nigerian Navy to reduce high insurance premium on ships. All right, quickly, let's look at the stories and see which one we talk about.
Okay, article PDP seek live broadcast of hearing. Even if you like, get all the sons over there. What will be. I think the best thing is to keep reminding the panel that millions of Nigerians are hoping on them. And they cannot afford.
You think they don't know? Are they not Nigerians living in Nigeria?
That millions of Nigerians are hoping on them.
And they know that it's always been said that they are the last hope of the common man.
They are the last hope. Even me as a Nigerian. Yesterday, my junior brother came to me and said, brother, you have to go and show me my annuity so I will sell it and leave this country. So because he finished his master's, so this last election, he hoped that Obi will win, this person will win, and this person will win.
Their hope were dashed.
Yes. So after the whole election, he fed up. And when the tribunal started yesterday, he came back and said, brother, you have to go and show me my own land so I will go and sell. I want to leave this country. So I believe they can't afford to fail Nigerians. Let them do what is right, what is transparent.
All right, quickly, Bo.
Okay, live broadcast is not a bad idea. It will even help in decongesting the courts. Let Nigerians watch from their homes. Let us see what is going on.
And you think they will grant it?
When you watch, how I wish they will. when you watch what is happening in international communities, the last time it was a matter that had to do with Senator Ike Ekwuremadu. We saw it, how it was broadcasted live. And then time around, Nigeria will get it right.
All right,
let us not lose hope in the
Let's
country.
run. The Nation newspaper is next in our lineup now. Let's see stories in front of the Nation newspaper. I don't know obedience, says Shoyinka. Says, we tried that there. Obi visits Nobel laureates. 40 worshippers abducted during church service. Okay. 134 kidnapped victims from FCT councils rescued in Kogi. 400,000 youths participate annually in NYSC program. APC picks up Babio Abbas for Senate President and Speaker. Okay, we've seen that before. I don't know, can we look at these worshippers that were abducted? And imam, they said that one imam, the 6 children or 9 children were equally abducted. Can we look at that story?
This is the same story we keep hearing every blessed day. And it's obvious that help will not come. Or let's just say help will come. It's obvious. This is the same story we keep hearing every blessed day. 40 worshippers abducted. And this thing will take place within a period of time. No security intervention in that locality. And tomorrow, the government will tell you that they pay 150 million naira
to rescue them.
So who did you give the money? Who are the kidnappers? Where are they staying? Who are their medical officers?
A lot of questions. A lot of questions. Omo.
See, the quality of life, the value we place on human life in Nigeria have so degenerated. And it's true, we've always called on our security agencies to sit up and live up to expectation and all of that and all of that. You see, when you look at the way people die in Nigeria every now and then when even in the news, you see the headline here, 40 worshippers. You see the other one, 134 kidnapped victims. The numbers, the figures will roll out. You wonder, are these human beings? Are these human beings? It tells you how the value we place on human life. But outside Nigeria, you discover that nationals of other entities, when anything happens that involves just one national, you see their engagement in the process. The shooting
that happened 2 days ago in the US, the guy was brought down, and of course there was an inscription found on his clothes or something, so which they are trying to investigate and see whether it's linked to that group or whatever. So proactive measures being put in place. All right, let's run. The Daily Trust newspaper is next in our lineup. Let's see stories making the headlines in front of the Daily Trust newspaper. Tribunal to lawyers and parties, we must consider Nigeria's peace. We must consider Nigeria's peace. Right as there, here's Article's petition today, obeys tomorrow. AA's case dismissed. Lalong barred from representing Tinubu. Media Trust appoints Mudashir as Deputy General Editor. Ahead of commissioning, Dangote says Nigeria to gain $20 billion from refinery. Gunmen invade Kagako Emir's house, abduct 7 grandchildren, 6 others. We also have other stories. Reps rejectancy sees a 700 billion naira request to close coverage gap. Jay's Bank posts 9.9 billion naira earnings in first quarter. Osun Governorship Supreme Court decides Adeleke Oyetola's fate today. APC National Working Committee ratifies Tinubu's candidates at Babio for Senate, Abbas Speaker. Okay, that's just about it in front of the Daily Trust newspaper. Obo.
See, Tribunal saying that we must consider Nigerians peace. It depends on their definition of peace. Me, for one, I don't like that statement. Depends on what they call peace. You see, over time, INEC believed over time that what they did was to maintain stability. That's their definition of peace. Most times. So I want to believe that this one is entirely different. To me, you cannot achieve sustainable peace without doing the right thing, irrespective of whose horse is God.
We keep our fingers crossed. Let's see what happened. Maybe they are trying to do the right thing this time around, just like you said earlier. Exactly. You know, what's your take, my dear?
Nothing to say.
You lack words. You lack words to say anything. Okay, still in front of the Daily Trust newspaper, we have the issue of Osun governorship election. They know fate today, and according to reports, it's going to happen by 2 p.m. today. Yeah. So I don't know what you have to say concerning that issue.
We wish them well. We wish them well, and of course, today we determine the outcome, because after the election, I took time and I studied the outcome of the election with some experts, you know, and what is transparent is transparent. APC, so we are now looking at them. We wish them well, we wish Osuna well. And of course, Lalong barred from representing Tinubu. Is it not the same Lalong that was his DG? The governor of Plateau State? You see, when we are clamoring for equity, Christian, Muslim, they think we are joking. How can a noble knight of the church admit to Muslim tickets? Because this is pure Muslim agenda, Islamic agenda. And today they are barring him from representing Tinubu.
Why would Tinubu be represented in the first instance? Is he not the number one beneficiary? So he's the major party. A desirable party at that.
Well, let's just say that
he should be present.
Let's just say that he's more occupied with activities, this or that. His itinerary is filled up. Of course,
he's yet to be sworn.
Yes, there is elected, as INEC declared him the elected president of Nigeria. So his itinerary will be filled up. And let's just say, okay, why would they bar Lalong representing Tinubu? It's a critical question. They should give us answer.
In front of the Guardian newspaper now, we see there are some faces there, bold faces there. Akpabio, Jubrin, Abbas, Tajuddin, and Ben Carlo. I think this content as aspirants, minority caucus reject Akpabio, Abbas. Okay, reconciliation not mentioned during Obi's visit, Soyinka clarifies. We also have other stories. Tight security as Supreme Court rules on Adeleke Oyetola's case today. And technicalities, time wasting won't be entertained. PEPC wants Atiku Obi Tinubu's lawyers. And of course, the other stories there, criminality of judge, jungle justice, trial by ordeal, and imperative of swift punishment for offenders. Okay, okay, that's just the stories we have in front of the Guardian newspaper. I don't know, this issue of Soyinka clarifying that Obi's visit was not
very important clarification.
Okay.
Very important clarification because Professor Soyinka, over time, he's one noble Nigerian we respect so much, but over time he had been involved in some level of double speaking over this last election. So, and we are surprised seeing Mr. Peter Obi going for that visit, because at a time like this we know where who stands, you see. persons who are simply interested in protecting themselves, their stomach, and what they represent. So thank God for that clarification, that it is not about reconciliation, because it's not yet time for reconciliation. Obviously, a winner has not emerged. Let me use that word. So it's not yet time to reconcile whatever. So he's coming out outrightly to state the facts the way it is because in the background, some news medias are already flying the cards that there are some talks going on in the background with regards to that. So he's coming out to state the facts the way it is. It is very much okay. And I love Mr. Peter Obi for that visit. It shows, in fact, overboard. No wonder we believed so much in him, because he knows how to rally around divergent opinions and to make everyone and sundry believe that as soon as the right thing is done, that it will definitely be a government of national unity.
All right, and what do you think the court is saying when they talk about technicalities, time wasting would be entertained? PPC wants Atiku Obi Tinubu's lawyers.
Technicalities will be entertained. For you to, I'm not a lawyer is here. But I think for you to have, what do you call it, yellow goose handy, they should entertain technicalities.
See where he's coming from. You know, a lot of cases have been lost in this country just on the ground of technicality, not on the merit of the matter. Like when we talk about the case of Lawan and the Machina, you saw that Lawan, by the merit of that matter, in my personal legal opinion, by the merit of that matter, Lawan involved in 2 different electoral positions, contrary to what the Electoral Act stipulates. But eventually, the hope of the common man was high that Machina will definitely reclaim his mandate. But what happened? Just on the ground of technicality. What is that technicality? That the method, the procedure in which Machina approached the apex court was wrong, was not as stipulated by the rules of the court. And that was all. The court did not go to dissect the merit of the matter. And that was how Lawan won. So, lawyers, they have their way around the courts. They can bring this delay system in the name of technicalities. Keep throwing in motions just to buy time, just to delay, to run round and all of that. So the tribunal is right in saying, but how far can they uphold it? Because these are the rules meant to guide them. How far can they? So a lot of things have gone down the drain judicially on account of technicalities and frivolous motions.
All right, let's now look at the last paper, but not the least, on this platform, the New National Star. Let's see stories making their headlines in front of the New National Star. Yes, in the New National Star, presidential election we shall stand for justice, tribunal assures. Rejects Governor Lalong's request to stand in for Tinubu. Here's PDP, APM cases today, LP, APP tomorrow. Action Alliance withdraws suit. And now Senate President Carlo renews interest, writes APC National Working Committee senators elect. Again, terrorists invade Kaduna Church, abduct 40 worshippers. Former Senate President Ken Nnamani loses wife, Jane. IPOB declares May 30 sit at home to honor Ojukwu others. Hackers planning to sell Nigerian banks data on dark web, security expert warns. Protest in APC as National Working Committee picks up Babio Barao, Abbas Kalo for 10th National Assembly leadership. Oshun Goba Supreme Court decides Adeleke. We've seen that. Sudan crisis, 129 more Nigerian evacuees arrive in Abuja. Reps query NCC over 700 billion naira request for telecom network others. And NSIB, NCAA begin investigation into Max Air accident. Okay, a lot of stories in front of that paper. Let's start quickly for our time.
Okay. You see, one, I noticed that National Star is one of the papers that actually highlighted what happened in the tribunal yesterday. Says AA withdraws. That's the right word. You see, the kind of reportage we do in this part of the world amazes me. You see, one of the papers here, I intentionally ignored it, said dismissed. That is not what happened. Another one I read online says struck out and all what have you. So AA withdrew, reasons best known to them. That's it. And then when we look at the headline, the assurances, it's a good one. It's a good one. Hopes are high. We are waiting for them to deliver. In fact, what will happen in this pre-hearing will go a long way to determine. We are waiting for actions. We've had enough. We're waiting for actions. Let the ball roll.
Okay, and on the date of former Senate President, I think we use it to wrap up the show this morning. You know, when I saw this yesterday, I was like, oh, so much death, so much death. Not just this one. It's been happening like as if we are going faster than we think. I don't know. And at this point in time, this is where they needed each other as husband and wife. Now the kids must have left the home, nobody in the house except the two of them to stay as brothers and sisters at this level of their lives. So what do we say to him?
We sympathize with the family. We sympathize with the family and urge them to take solace in God. You know, death is apostasy of. There's no respect of anybody.
Yeah.
Whenever it knocks.
It's not more than 2 weeks Carlo lost the wife.
So
you know, at this point we commiserate to the family and all those affected by the death. And that's just about it. This is where we draw the curtain on the press review for this morning. Thank you so much for being a part of it. For now, we have more coming up on Good Morning Anambra Show. Stay.